guys, it's Alicia. So today I am back and I have my mother with me. So basically what's going to happen is she's going to ask me questions that she would have wanted to ask me in the past or just wants to ask me now. So she's going to interview me, basically.
Basically, I'm interviewing.
And you can comment if you want.
Yes, please comment. We like those. All right. Do you ever wish you could hear in both ears?
Do I ever would? I don't know if I want to be able to hear in both ears. I guess I just want to know what it's like. What's it like to be a normal hearing person?
What's this like? I don't know.
How do you live with 2 ears?
I don't know how you live with one. So you know what's the thing? What is something that I, as your mom, could have done differently to help you?
I don't know. Let me think. I guess it would have been cool to get more opportunities to meet more people like me. I think that's always been the thing with I'm alone. 2 schools of full hearing people.
So hard.
Yeah, you feel a little different.
When you were a little kid, did you really think that people only were hearing in one ear? Was your 5-year-old self, because Alicia didn't figure out, we didn't realize she was deaf until she was 10. Did you, as a 9-year-old or an 8-year-old, actually sit around going, this is normal?
If I revert back to my 9-year-old mind, I think that's what happened. I think I'd always be like, this is normal. I wouldn't question it at all. It would just be like, this is what everyone goes through. Everyone's deaf in one ear.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't question it.
I'm gonna skip this one. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Were you worried about being bullied?
Yes. I think that
was your 10-year-old self worried about being bullied?
I mean, you remember, I was very nervous about the idea of having hearing aids, and I'm like, how are people going to react to this? I'm going to be treated differently. It's going to happen. Watch it. I'm going to get bullied for it. I was nervous.
Did you get bullied?
Not really, no. No, people more excited that, I'm going to hear it. You're going to hear it? That's so different. Tell me. What's it like? What's a hearing aid?
Mm-hmm.
9-year-old's like, it helps me hear.
It does.
That's what it does.
Yep.
That's the whole purpose of a hearing aid. It's in the name.
Mm-hmm. Last question. What is one thing you wish everybody knew about being deaf in one ear?
Everybody knew about being deaf in one ear.
Yelling doesn't help.
That could be one of them. That just because I still have hearing in one ear, I'm still not my life isn't perfect. I don't go around my life being I'm fine. You don't need to help me in any ways. That's not how it works. I don't think I word that well, but that's not how it works. Even if you have partial hearing in one ear, you're still struggling in some way, whether or not it's obvious to the rest of the universe. It might not be, but there's always the constant struggles. Echolocation. What else? Hearing behind me or my right side. Don't yell for me. You're not going to get beat. Nope, I'm not going to come. It's not going to happen. It'll seem like I'm ignoring you. Don't try to call for me. It just doesn't work that way.
Don't whisper in her bad ear.
Don't whisper in my bad ear. That's happened many a times. You'll notice she's always on the left. Logic. There's method there.
Yeah. We were shopping yesterday. And Alicia was like, you're on my bad side. I can't hear you.
You're on the wrong side.
Well, get over there then.
Yeah, I told her 3 times. Wrong side. Wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep. Even I get confused. I still don't know which ear is the bad ear.
Right.
I don't. She knows. And that's the important part. She's figured out which one works and which one doesn't. That's really all that matters.
It's kind of obvious. For me, at least. Maybe not for the rest of the world.
So yeah, we're pretty, I'm pretty easygoing with it, with her. I didn't make a big deal of it when we found out that she was deaf.
Which I'm grateful for. If you had made a big deal out of it, I think that would have stressed me out further.
And most of the reason for that is that nothing really changed when we walked into that appointment that day. It wasn't like she went deaf while we were sitting there.
Could you imagine? I go into a hearing test. I come out of the hearing test like, I'm deaf.
She was like that.
Yeah.
And it was just something we tripped over, we happened on. It wasn't anything that had changed. It was just something that we went, oh, I didn't know this was a thing. It was something new. So for us, but for her, it was every day. Her life hadn't changed at all.
No.
She was like, oh, I knew that.
Your life changed.
But
because now you had to deal with a kid who you knew was deaf.
But now for me, my job as the parent is not to go, oh my gosh, you're deaf, and start crying in my soup. My job.
You weren't like shedding unshed tears in the bedroom when I was in her house.
My job is simply, okay, how do we help her? And literally, that's the only question that I asked. How do we help her? What does she need? What's out there that will assist her?
Yeah.
What kinds of things should I be on the lookout for? How do we deal with school? What changes, right?
Yeah.
What changes now that I know I have this new information? So now, how do I help her and make sure that she gets what she needs out of the deal?
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was the whole thing for me. Oh, I got new information. It was like finding out my kid was whatever, right? Like you find out new information about your kid, and it doesn't matter what the information is. You find out something new, and then you figure out how to deal with it, and that was what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shoving the problem into a can doesn't work, because then the kid's gonna struggle even more if it's not accepted.
And me having a fit or grieving in any real way doesn't solve anything either.
No, probably would have made me stress more.
Exactly. So for me, because nothing really changed that day, it was just, oh, we got to put this new thing in place so that she can function a little better to make her life easier. It was really the only goal. No different than anything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's about all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Any more questions?
Mm-mm.
No.
You answered all
No
5.
last minute?
No.
Nothing you can come up with the top of your head?
Nope.
Okay.
No news is good news.
Then I think that's all for today. If you have any more questions for my mom or for me, let me know. If you want me to do like a story time where she tells what it was like for me to get hearing aids, because I don't really remember. I only remember the emotional part. That's it.
She remembers the trauma.
It's not trauma, but it was like
Anxiety,
I remember the
stress.
anxiety of the thing.
Stress.
Yeah, so she could probably explain the journey better than I could. If you'd like to hear that, let me know and I can make that happen. But anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!